Right, so there's a full moon and I'm lying around feeling really weird and sexy. Suddenly felt inspiration to make this video, and do you know why? When my computer screen is black and the lid is open so the webcam could be there, well, it's obviously always there. We live in a movie now, don't we? So you're just aware that you're constantly in a movie. Back when travelling was allowed, I had a date. This was a really good 2-day long date after a few weeks of texting, I think, because I used to go on a visa run regularly to Okinawa. And I met a guy, to be honest, was like, I'm seriously interested in this person, but he ghosted me. Hi, Chris, if you're watching. Anyway, the interesting thing about Chris was that Chris, not his real name, it is his real name, but there's lots of Chris's out there. He had a very good man bun. He looked kind of like, Patrick Beach, that yoga instructor. I digress. Patrick, if you're watching, you are the living embodiment of male perfection. Why? Sexual energy. There's a lot of sexual energy happening for me. So here I am, right? Feeling all hot and weird in the summer evening. So yeah, ever since meeting this person, it was years ago now. 3 years ago something. Sadly, I've had to let go the illusion that we might have an actual romance, but it was a really successful, as far as I was concerned, date. He took me on a walk in a waterfall, took me into the beach, we swam that night. It's quite, well, anyway, I'm oversharing. The point was that he was a military contractor, and he was like one of these, it wasn't overt, he was kind of like a hairy, low-key badass. So I think he was fluent in Pashto, so which means Afghanistan, isn't it? That's what this person's job was. But he was moonlighting. I don't know what his fucking job was. He was a spy. He was a fucking spy. It was obvious that he was a spy, and he's become known in my mind as the spy. He never said that, but I digress. The point is that after meeting him, and then also kind of low-key hoping that he would change his mind about ghosting me, and he kind of spoke about how it was difficult to have a relationship anyway, because it was part of his job that he might get a call in the night and have to disappear for 3 months, etc. So that would be a boner killer for me if he had decided to be with me, but that isn't the point either. Basically, he told me things about the NSA and cybersecurity. It's just a hot guy with security clearance, basically. And ever since then, I've had this, I guess it's a fantasy, although I'll never know if it's real. Of course, he said that the NSA does not use their facilities to spy on hot girls or me. In my head, I'm hot as fuck. I just walked past the mirror there now and was like, you hot bitch. I actually did as well. Anyway, he denied this. But I still think it's true, because life is fanfic, and I don't know. We just don't know. They're probably all spying on all sorts of people. That's their job. So maybe there's controls put in place, but we know what these spaces. Come on now. Come on. I also feel kind of not important enough to be the object of this spying. So sometimes when I know there's a webcam that's off in my vicinity, play to the camera. Do you do this as well? So what happened there now was I walked past the mirror, told myself that I'm some hot shit, and then came and lay down on my bed, and obviously now the screen is awake because I'm making a video about it. But before that was happening, I just lay down and I was feeling myself, and I actually was hello, person at the NSA, and did a little thing to actually do it. It's hard now that the camera's on. I want to make it authentic, but I also feel stupid, which kind of is the point of this video. Do you imagine that there are cameras pointed at you constantly? Well, there are. Privacy isn't real anymore. Time isn't real. Democracy isn't real. Your whole existence is a lie. But make it sexy. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's all I'm here to say. All I want really is just validation that I'm not crazy, and that even if this man that rejected me is not watching, which he isn't, he's not interested, and plus he could just call me if he wanted to get in touch. Hi Chris, if you're watching. Still would. He's got a boat as well, which I am sexually attracted to boats. If you have a boat, I'm gonna be into it, let me tell you. Good. Have I summed it up? Please let me know in the comments. Sexy mirror affirmations, just because I'm curious. Spy sex stories, I want to hear those. Also, please tell me if you are having an imaginary, or is it real, relationship with anonymous strangers at the NSA, because I feel like it's the start of a fanfic, and I will post this publicly so it's not kind of secret and sexy and private anymore. But if you are watching in an above board fashion and you actually do work at the NSA and you're hot and you have a boat, maybe we've been flirting for quite a long time, because I do weird stranger sweet talk to cameras when they're not on, but they could be on. We don't know that they're not on. The moon's full. Don't judge me. I don't know how to sign off from this video. So that's it. Subscribe.